everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So I have a big new toy to share with you today. I finally bit the bullet and upgraded from my Kaisercraft die cut machine to a new Bigshot. So if you want to see what I got and see a little bit of information about it, then just keep watching. Alright, so I've wanted a new die cut machine for a little while, and I'll go through some reasons as to why once we've got this out of the box. And it came down to two different machines. I was either going to get the standard Bigshot or I was going to get this one, and this is the Bigshot Foldaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take everything out of the box really quickly, and then we'll go through all the bits and pieces. So this is everything you get in the box. You get the machine itself, you get a package full of some dies and some papers and the instruction manual. This is a little bit of paper that just is from Craft Online saying thank you very much for your order. And then you get your platform, you get the thin die adapter, and you get 2 cutting plates. Now the number one reason I wanted to upgrade my die cut machine was because my Kaisercraft die cut machine, I find the plates aren't big enough for some of the dies that I like to use, especially my slimline dies and my dies that like the interactive dies, so like the Flippin' Awesome and stuff like that. So this now, oh my god, that makes me so happy, is exactly the right size to fit my slimline. So I no longer have to send them through twice. So just to give you a bit of a comparison, I'll just do the platform because obviously everything else is the same size anyway. So the Kaisercraft platform is 15 centimeters or 6 inches-ish by 19.5 or 7 3/4. And these are the standard plates from Sizzix, and these ones are the same width. Okay, a little bit wider. So these are sort of 6 and a bit inches, sort of 15.5. Oh no, more like 16 centimeters. But they are 9 inches long or 23 centimeters. So they're going to fit all your slim lines, which is the number one reason I wanted this. I do know that you can get extended platforms and cutting pads. So if I do need to do that in the future, then that's an option. But I really wanted a new die cut machine that had the platform and the plates that would actually send through the dies that I tend to be using more often than not. So when it comes to the actual machine itself, let's do a couple of comparisons between the two machines, shall I? So I will get official weights and put them down below for you. I'll get the scales and actually put exactly how heavy everything is. But just by lifting them, the Sizzix is heavier. Not by too much, but it is a little bit heavier. But obviously you can see the Foldaway, which is what I love, and I'll show you all the details of the actual Foldaway. The Foldaway is obviously a smaller outline, is that the right word? Outline? Profile. Smaller profile, is a little bit more compact than the Kaisercraft. Both have handles, both have the little things that spin round. Both do the exact same thing. It's just that this one has a little bit more pressure, I believe, which is going to help cut a little bit easier, and of course it has the bigger panels. Oh, and the Sizzix is a little bit higher. Taller. So this sits about 22 centimeters high, and I'm just, again, not doing this 100%. This is about 17 centimeters high. So just to give you the comparisons. So to open this up, so you have to do, there's a little click mechanism here. So you click that and you spin that out, and there's your little cog. So obviously you can spin that out and put that back, and it keeps that profile really skinny. I'm just going to cut the instructions off. So really easy, just to, once I learn where it is and everything, unclick that, and then to open it up you just simply pull it. It's that simple. And then you click these into place. Now I haven't done that before. That's the first time I've ever done that. I have watched a couple of videos, like when I was trying to decide what I wanted to get. That seems really simple. And then let's see how hard this is to, there we go, 1, 2, folds up. That's really easy. And once these are clicked in, and you can hear it click, so you know they're in, that feels really solid. Like, it doesn't feel, obviously it's not 100% solid, but it doesn't feel like that's going to waver or warp or anything like that. So something else that's really cool about the actual machine itself, there are little storage pockets in here. So if I wanted to, I could keep like a die pick or a pair of scissors or some dies or whatever I felt like. Especially good if I'm going to a craft day or to planner day or something like that. That's probably a good thing. I can just sort of chuck a couple of them in there. But then other than that, it's just a normal die cut machine. There's nothing here that not my Kaisercraft one does that this isn't going to do. It just slides through. I love those sounds. Obviously I like the not cracking sound. I bought mine from Craft Online. This cost me $199. It is currently on special. I think normally it's $249. So I was really happy to get it at a slightly reduced price. It doesn't slide around like you'd sort of think that it's not stuck to the table or anything. It feels really solid. It's still really heavy, but it's going to be easy to get up onto my shelf, which is where my other one lives anyway. You do get, like I said, you get the four bits and pieces. You get the actual standard platform, and then this has got all the information on how to use different kinds of dies and embossing folders and stuff like that. What the sandwich actually has to be. I love that because the Kaisercraft one I kind of guessed, and a lot of the times when I tried to do things like emboss with dies and stuff like that, I could never get it to work because I didn't understand the sandwich. This explains every sandwich to me, so I don't have to worry about it. It's then got the thin die adapter, so this is for me to use all my lawn fawn dies. I'll just put that in the middle. And it's got very carefully, this is not a cutting surface, this is not a cutting surface. And then you've got your two plates. So you put one down, and then you put your die in here, and then you put your next one on the top. It doesn't matter, from everything I've read and everything I've understood, it doesn't matter if you cut up or down. I prefer to cut down, but you can get better results cutting up. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a sticker on one of these, and that's going to be my actual cutting side, and then whether or not I use it which way, it doesn't matter, but one will stay clear or not messed up like these ones are, because they're both messed up. As for what else you get in the package, I'll really quickly show you sort of what else comes as part of this. So it's not just the machine, you do get a couple of samples and things to try. So you get obviously the instructions, which I've kind of already, I will read them maybe. I've obviously watched a lot of videos, so I kind of already get what's there. You get some normal sort of standard dies here that are just in different shapes, which is cool if you didn't have a collection of dies already, if you were just starting out. Obviously to have some is really cool. I like that lace one. I'm interested to give that a bit of a try at some point. You then get a little paper pack full of all your pretty papers. I like that colour scheme. That peach is really pretty. And then you get a little package of material, because apparently you can use dies to cut material. I didn't know that. So that's a good thing to know. You also get some felt. Same thing. Apparently you can cut felt. Didn't know that. And then this, I do know what this is. This is it does have a very specific name. It's a Big's die. And this is sort of where die cutting started before we all moved to the thin dies. What it is, this has got like a foam base in it, and there's actually a really, really solid and very sharp blade stuck in here that gives you the shape. This one's got like a little swirly thing, a butterfly, a 4-leaf clover, and a heart. So what you do is you send this through, but you send it through without, I think, hold on, let's have a look. If you're sending it through for embossing, textured patterns, I might need to go and check, but I think it just sends through with just the cutting surface. So you just would put it through with one of these and that onto your cardstock, and then run it through, and that would cut it through. I think. Don't quote me on that one. But I would, if I needed to write that down, if I had a bunch of those, I'd actually write that on my platform as well. I might stick something on the other side. But there we go, that's everything that I got in my new Bigshot machine. The reason I went for this one instead of the standard one was because it is a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact. I'm not running out of room in here by any stretch of the imagination. I still have plenty of room, but I love the fact that it just and I'm gonna have to get used to this. I did love the fact that it just sort of folded up once I was finished with it. I just thought that was really cool. It also came very highly recommended by Denise from Luscious Labels. She doesn't have one of these, but we were talking about what happened, like if she needed to buy a new die cut machine, what would she get? She said she'd get this one. I also did a little bit of reading, and there's a little bit more pressure on this machine than on the standard Bigshot. So what I'm hoping is that it means I don't have to run it through sort of quite so many times to get the really clean cut, and I can stop having those fuzzies that I have to cut off all the time, because you guys know how much they drive me mental. But I just thought it was really cute. It's gonna do the job. For an extra $50, I was happy to pay that for the compactness of it. I thought that was a good deal. So I will link below so you can go and check it out if you are interested. I will also link the standard Bigshot from Craft Online if you're interested. There are lots of places that I know you can get the replacement pads. So the Kaisercraft ones were obviously good because I could just duck down to Kaisercraft and get new ones if I needed to. And I do have a bunch sort of still sitting up there. But now, if I need new ones, I just go to Craft Online, or you can get them at Spotlight. I think you can get Bigshot stuff at Spotlight. So there's an extra thing. It's once we open back up again, I can just go to Spotlight and get new cutting plates and stuff if I need to. So I hope this was sort of helpful to you. The thing I found the most difficult to find when I was actually doing all my research was just how big these plates were. So I hope at least that information was helpful to you, if nothing else. I will be using this in all my videos going forward, so get ready to see it a lot. It's just simple, but yeah, I like it. Let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and be subscribed to my channel so you don't miss all those videos where this one features. Hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend, whatever you get up to, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!